So into the red corner is 28-year-old Miroslav KAPULER. His opponent is 34-year-old Edwin Okong, OWUOR of Kenya.
Хочет судить из-за того, что изымает. Да. Напротив тебя.
Round one.
So our final contest here of session 5 here in Ring B is underway. It's a bout between boxers from Israel and Kenya. The southpaw wearing red is 28-year-old who's just been put on the end of a right hand is Miroslav KAPULER, part of a 4-strong Israeli boxing team. His opponent, wearing blue, is 34-year-old Edwin Okong. Just got his legs in a little bit of a tangle and looking to bomb away with both southpaw rights and lefts. Here's KAPULER. Both of these men experienced in IBA World Championships. KAPULER has competed in the last 3 editions in Yerevan 2019, Belgrade 21 and Tashkent 2023. As for Okong, he has competed in both Tashkent and Belgrade in the last 2 editions. Overhand right came in looping fashion, but it caught Okong high on the head. And tucking up tightly behind that southpaw stance. Here's KAPULER bobbing and weaving his way into range, launching a leaping right hook, but was inaccurate, stepping forward behind a double jab, right hand, left hook. Here's Okong. Good right hand to the body landed by Okong. He's trying to keep the movement going and maintain a gap, but he's at some point going to have to get the respect, take his respect from KAPULER to try and prevent him marching forward with impunity. He's trying to edge his way into range, darting in and out with the feet. Is KAPULER really light on his toes, and he's spending a lot of time on the perimeter of the boxing ring, and unless he starts to find some accuracy, Okong could find himself on the perimeter of the contest as a southpaw right comes flashing in once again. Possesses seemingly the longer arms, and he's trying to get that jab working, Okong. So swarming his way forward atop a really busy boxing stance, all dynamism behind his gloves and his forearms and his feet. Here's Miroslav KAPULER. Double phase attack saw him extend the right jab and land it to the body. In stark contrast, Okong couldn't find the range with his own attempted lead left. Well, this man clocked up an awful lot of miles around the boxing ring, and I don't think boxing in the posture that he did is going to be enough to secure him the victory in the round here. You see that swelling to the right eye of Miroslav KAPULER. That's because he sustained a nose injury in his previous contest in the round of 64. We take a look at some of the action from the first. So it's a 4-1 split in favor of Miroslav KAPULER. Edwin Okong taking it for judge number 1.
Round 2.
So we move into the second round. And Edwin Okong, the tournament number 4 seed from the Kenyan hit squad, conceded the opening round on a 4-1 split, and that is why he's trying to get on the front foot and back up Miroslav KAPULER, who used incessant front foot pressure to not score consistently, but just keep Okong occupied to the extent that he wasn't able to land any sustained offense of his own. So now the change in tactics from the Kenyan corner, and it's Okong who, in addition to his appearances at the last 2 editions of the World Championships, also boxed in the Commonwealth Games in the Gold Coast in 2018. So he's got heaps of international experience, and he's trying to bring that to bear against an equally experienced. Well, I'm keeping an eye on the referee here after the heads came together. I mentioned the fact that an injury was sustained in his previous contest, and it was to that nose, because Miroslav KAPULER progressed through to the round of 32 via points decision, but the contest was stopped after an accidental clash of heads damaged the nose of Miroslav Kapula. And so we went to the scorecards over in ring A, and it was Kapula who prevailed. So now he's got the adversity of a nose injury to deal with for the second successive contest. He's got the insurance of a 4-1 split as the activity really picking up here now. Both boxers losing their balance in this battle between orthodox and southpaw. Full of twitching and feinting as they try to find a home for their offense. Good right hand to the body landed by Okong. And the heads coming together on the inside once again. So there's plenty of feinting between the two. Who will be able to find their range? There Okong did attempt a two-phase attack. So Miroslav Kapula back into the mix, but takes a good shot to the body from Okong. Oh, the heads clashed forcefully. Good left hand on the disengagement from Okong. Really physical affair, this one. Neither man has been able to demonstrate consistent mastery of distance because of the dynamism of their opponent. Looping overhand left, not too far away from Kapula. Good right hand from Okong, just causes Kapula to back up, and remember, he doesn't want that nose injury to get any worse. Oh, that's a solid southpaw left from Kapula, and it brings about a standing count from the referee. My goodness, this is a high-tempo 75-kilogram middleweight affair. 8 count issued in the direction of Edwin Okong. Now remember, that won't necessarily result in a 10-8 round. Kapula took the first on a 4-1 split. And now we can make it back to the sanctuary of the red corner to get that damaged nose worked on. So calm in the corner as the coach goes to work on that nose injury. He wouldn't want his ability to compete to be impaired by that, but the heads coming together on a few occasions during the course of that second round.
Seconds out.
And a standing 8 count issued against the Congo, so a clean sweep of the cards for Miroslav Kapula. And a 10-8 verdict returned for judge number 4.
Your third and
in a
final
commanding
round.
position for 4 of the 5 scoring judges. It's all square on the card of judge 1. So into the third and final round then. And Miroslav Kapula has the insurance of commanding advantages of 20 points to 18 on the scorecards of judges 2, 3, and 5, 20 points to 17 after he returned a 10-8 round in the second for that observer. And he's just keeping himself out of harm's way here now, because the nose damage which caused his contest in the round of 64 to be stopped after an accidental clash of heads, that just began to leak a little bit. And blood was visible here in the second round. The doctor had an inspection, but he doesn't want it to be damaged further. There's a good right hand from Okong. And look at Miroslav Kapula dubbing at that nose. He's very much in bout management mode, the mission to make it through to the final bell without sustaining further damage. He's done all the work in rounds 1 and 2 to take the second round unanimously and the first on a 4-1 split, but make no mistake, Edwin Okong takes the right hand which sends him careening across the ring. Edwin Okong landing the right hand to send Kapula tottering backwards, standing count reduced, and another right hand gets through. So KAPULER just looking to keep his composure here now, knows that he can't disengage totally, and he's deciding that offense is the best form of defense here now. Spent the first half of the round on the back foot, only to be sent tottering backwards and into the ropes, prompting the referee to give a count. Both men landing left hands. Okongo's stance just betrayed him momentarily, and the nose has been damaged to the extent that the referee wants the doctor to inspect it once again. Now I'm keeping a close eye on the ref. She's not made any gesture in the direction of the technical officials here ringside to demonstrate whether this injury has been caused by a punch or a clash of heads, because if the nose that was damaged in the opening bout in the round of 64, if it's a punch that inflicts further damage to the extent that the bout has to be stopped, then Edwin Okong would be declared a winner, RSCI, if it's a legitimate shot that busts the nose open again. And that is why KAPULER was so keen to remain out of harm's way, but in trying to take a safety-first approach, he was given a standing count in the third. And Okong continuing to charge forward, looking to bring about the stoppage victory that he requires. KAPULER just trying to keep himself out of harm's way. Remember, in a battle between Orthodox and Southpaw, Okong could do what Juan Domingo Roldan did to Marvelous Marvin Hagler: stand on his foot, throw a shot, send him to the canvas and bring about a count. The only time the late great Marvin Hagler was sent to the floor in his career. But Okong hasn't been able to utilize that tactic here this evening. And I don't think he produced the massive final round that he needed to turn things in his favor. But my goodness, didn't he give it a go. Never stopped competing or pursuing his man in the final round. And one wonders how painful, certainly inconvenient, but how painful that nose damage is. So I think Okong would have taken the final round with the aggression that he produced, with his hard charging final 3 minutes of work, but I think it's going to be a case of too little, too late. What say the 5 scoring judges?
Ladies and gentlemen, on Ring B, your winner by split decision in the red corner, representing Israel, Miroslav KAPULER ISHCHENKO.
So, Miroslav KAPULER eliminates the tournament number 4 seed, Edwin Okong of the Kenyan hit squad. Edged out on a 4-1 split at the end of what was a really high-tempo, hard-fought middleweight affair. The nose damage just bothering KAPULER, and there was the right hand which sent him tottering back across the ring. It was a dramatic third and final round, but KAPULER made it through to the final bell despite conceding the final round. He will go through to the round of 16, where he will face off against Juan Camilo Gonzalez of Ecuador. Very good performance indeed, and a spirited one from Edwin Okong.